Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. We're going to take a look at a Saturday college basketball game, Pitt at Syracuse. Brian, we actually did this game a couple weeks ago, and we got the win with it. And you know what? We're going to come back and do this game again. And we talked about it 2 weeks ago. When that happened, that was right when Syracuse announced their self-imposed ban on the postseason, and we talked about you're not going to know, where the motivation's going to come in this game, and that's going to be with them down the stretch, and that's part of my reasoning in this game. But I'm going to toss it to you first for a couple comments, and then I'll tell you what I'm looking at here.
Well, you've got a Pitt team that's pretty much on the bubble right now, as far as I can tell. And you got a Syracuse team that obviously, as we talked about, not going to be playing in the postseason. Syracuse just played a major game on national TV. And when you're looking at a team like that, you would expect them to have a really good effort in that regard. And they did. And now it may be a situation where you've got Pitt is the team that would come out and play the better game. But let me throw this at you. There's one team in college basketball that hasn't covered a spread all year long on the road.
Pitt Panthers.
Pitt Panthers. 6-1, I believe.
They are. They've had some, Pitt's been up and down all year. They played inconsistent, no question about it. But if you look at, in general, there's not too many teams worse overall against the spread than Syracuse is this year. They've been a money burner all year. It doesn't matter home or away with them. And what I'm looking at here is when we talked about this game the first time they played, I said that Pitt has a problem with a lot of the styles of the ACC. Pitt doesn't play the up and down game. They like to play a slower paced game, play defense, keep it into a couple possession game and win it at the end is their formula. That goes right in well with Syracuse because that's what Syracuse does. And exactly what you said about Syracuse coming off a big game. They're actually coming off two big games. They played Duke last Saturday, a game that they lost by 8, but they were covering the game the whole way, and then ended up losing by 8, getting 7.5 at the end with some fouls at the end, and Duke pulled away. So after that big game with Duke on Saturday, they come back and last night played Louisville, another major team, and they took care of business and beat Louisville. So now I think they've got that little bit of satisfaction after the big game with Duke, and then the big name Louisville coming in, that I don't think they're going to be up for Pitt. Even though they're playing with revenge, I see this as a game where Pitt and Syracuse is going to go back and forth, and because Syracuse just beat Louisville and Pitt's been up and down, Syracuse will be a favorite in this game. I have to take the points here, and I think Pitt gets the job done. And as you said about the bubble, they are definitely on the bubble, and I think they're on the outside looking in as far as the bubble goes. They need to get a couple big marquee wins, and if you look at the rest of their schedule, there's not many marquee teams left on their schedule, so they could get the wins that they need, but I don't think they have enough marquee wins to justify it. So they need to get this game against Syracuse, and I'm going to take them. I think this is going to be one that's going to go right down to the wire. I've got Pitt winning it by 3 to 5 points. There'll be a dog in here. I got to take Pitt plus the points.
My only concern is because they are near the bubble. A lot of people will say they have to win, and you may not be able to get the line you wanted. But that's just a general thought on the way I approach these games. Absolutely,
and we'll be talking about the bubble a little bit more next week, as we're definitely bubble week as we head down the stretch of the regular season. All right, guys, I say go ahead and take Pitt plus the points on Saturday. As long as they're getting points, they're a dog in this one when the line comes out, because we are doing this on Thursday. Pitt is a go. We'll go ahead and take Pitt on Saturday. And guys, I want to tell you, head over to WagerTalk.com on Saturday. I'm releasing my 5% February game of the month. We've been on a roll in college basketball right now. Our basketball, the last 23 days, 25-8. Check it out. Head over to WagerTalk. And if you want to use that video coupon, TARK10, the word TARK, T-A-R-K, and the number 10, you'll get $10 off when you enter it in at checkout. All right, he's Bryan Leonard. I'm Marco D'Angelo. We're going to come right back and head to Sunday NBA action. Yes, the NBA is back, and we've isolated a game on Sunday. That's next. WagerTalk.com.